Hey there, Nancy here, and cheers. Today, I'm super excited to be sharing with you a tool that is absolutely vital for your business. Okay. It's so funny. I've been so fired up about having intention and actually running your business intentionally lately, right? Like setting goals and being very strategic. And this is one thing that I really wanted to share with you guys. It's one commonality that I started to notice after years and years, working behind the scenes for many high level coaches, including Scott, my husband as well. And the one thing that remains consistent for all of the coaches who are successful, and that commonality is they all use this one tool that I'm going to talk about in just a second. They use this one tool to really keep their business organized and stay intentional. Okay. And what is that tool? It is a project management tool. Okay. And now many of you who are watching this are like, duh, of course. But then there are some who are probably watching this and are like, what the heck is a project management tool? And that's great, right? I just want to make sure that I share kind of a high level overview of this for you guys and how impactful that it actually can be. So a high level overview of what a project management tool is it's a way to deliver projects on time, delegate and organize tasks. It's a way to track progress and manage time for successful projects. Okay. So the reason why, right, and it sounds simple, it's like, oh yeah, it's just like a to-do list. Well, it's not just a to-do list. And the reason why this is so impactful for businesses is, and many of you probably know, that when we set specific goals and we stay on track with things and we measure them and we make sure they get complete, we have much more of a chance of being successful and actually following through on those goals. Okay. And I think oftentimes as online entrepreneurs, we forget that our business is a business, right? I think a lot of coaches start up and they just start doing all the things. And, of course, you're the CEO, the HR, you're juggling like every role in the company. And you forget that it's still a really good idea to kind of get a handle on all your processes and procedures and things like that, even if you don't have a team. Okay. So a project management tool can be really impactful and really help you organize, whether it's reoccurring things that need to be done in your business. It allows you to actually create those reoccurring tasks to stay organized. And you can also set tasks to track your business, right? And the rule of thumb, right, in entrepreneurship and, being in the business that we're in is we want to stop doing things that don't work. And we want to use our time productively and do things that we want to continue to do the things that are working. Okay. So by measuring, by staying on track, by having routines, we're able to keep our pulse on this. Okay. And I'm just going to give you an example of how you can use your project management tool to kind of stay focused. So for example, you could create in your project management tool a social media strategy. These are things that you're doing daily, each and every day. You could also create a marketing strategy, your sales strategy, maybe ongoing projects, team tasks, and more. Okay. There also might be special projects or things such as a new course or a new program or something like that that you're actually planning out. And you want to make sure that you don't forget anything or that anything falls through the cracks. And so by planning these things out and actually putting them in there, right, and having it as a goal, it helps you strategically manage your goals and also work towards them more effectively. Okay. So in my opinion, it is extremely vital. Okay. If you do not have a project management system built out, or you're not using a project management tool right now in your business, it is vital that you start thinking about doing this. Okay. And in fact, in my past, in my years of helping, with online business management and helping kind of behind the scenes, that is the first thing that I usually did with clients if they didn't have that already in place, right? Many people are like, oh, I need this done. I need that done. I need this. And it was like, all right, whoa, pump the brakes. Do we have a project management tool that we use that we can actually effectively, right, create recurring tasks? We can delegate things and we can really get a handle on everything. So now that we know what a project management tool is, I'm going to share with you a couple of different tools that I've used and what tool I actually recommend after my years of really combing through them. So there are many different ones to choose from. In fact, there's one called Teamwork that I absolutely love. So Teamwork is great. I used it for years with my team and actually for Scott's business as well. However, after a while, as I started growing our team and more people were added, it did start to get pretty expensive. And so I ended up looking for additional solutions that really did all the things that I wanted, which was, I wanted to make sure that it was easy for me to manage. I can create reoccurring standard operating procedures, right? Things that the team needed to do every single day or, weekly or so on and so forth. I wanted to be able to really build out that entire, what I call like a brick house, and that foundation of my business. So Teamwork was great. And honestly, I have nothing really bad to say other than it did start to get a little pricey. There is a little bit of a learning curve at first. It's not incredibly intuitive how to use all the features. So that is my opinion on Teamwork. Others that I've used in the past, Monday, Asana, there's Basecamp, Trello, I actually still use for our agency clients. Trello, just to stop there for a second, Trello is it's a great basic kind of getting started. So you can start to organize projects in your head and kind of start to get things out there. It's very visual. So if you are just getting started and you're a little scared of the learning curve and learning like about all the different bells and whistles all these project management tools have, Trello is a good place to start. It's a good beginner project management platform. And that's in fact the main reason why I use it with most of our agency clients, because it's usually pretty quick to get up to speed in using it. Okay. And then usually what I recommend, from there, my number one tool that I use currently, and, just again, after years of using all the different ones, I even use Asana for a really long time. My favorite right now is ClickUp. And I've used it for the last year. It's just great. I find it does all the things that I need it to do. And it's best to really manage my overall team and my business operations at the moment. And I'm not planning on going anywhere soon. It's within our budget. I think, it's actually free up to a certain point, and then it's anywhere between $5 to $9, I think, per member added per month. And so I just find that, again, it does all the things that I need it to do. I'm able to create my operations. I'm able to really break down my business in a nice and organized way. I actually just recently, this past week, so Scott and I sat down and we had a really great strategy session last month, and we kind of planned out our quarters. And so what I did is I actually added sales goals into ClickUp, and it has like a monetary little bar where as we achieve certain goals, it starts sliding. So it's very visual again, as we work towards our goals and we stay present on making sure that, when we touch base, for our quarterly meetings or even monthly, that we're on track with all the goals that we've set. So I just love it. I'm loving it. So ClickUp would be my recommendation at the moment. In ClickUp, you have the ability to create, like I mentioned, kind of a master workspace. And within that, you can create subspaces. I actually have one for my overall business. And then I have like one for sales, one for marketing, one for team, so I'm able to kind of break things down like that. And it's, such a passion of mine to kind of organize these things and, set this up. So anyway, if you have any questions about, project management tool or getting started, we are through BYOB agency in this upcoming year, actually doing a VIP service, which is a really cool strategy session. You get 3 hours of one-on-one time with myself, and we actually go through your entire business and we identify any of the bottlenecks that you're having in your business. We identify, operationally how you work with clients, from onboarding to actually sending the welcome email. We go through all those different things that you already have in place, and we put that into ClickUp and into our project management tool. So you're able to create reoccurring tasks, able to delegate and scale your business. So, that VIP session, you get 3 hours of one-on-one time with me to get all that ironed out. And then there's 3 hours of implementation on the back end. So we actually set up your entire ClickUp account to get you started and really build the foundations of your business. So again, this is something that I'm super passionate about. 2022 to me is going to be the year of intention, right? I know a lot of people like to assign a word to a year, but this is the year of of intention, right?